In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your exhaust manifold. I will only show you one side because the same process applies to both sides. Through the passenger side wheel well, I'm taking the passenger side out, but the same applies to the driver's side. I'm going to disconnect the bolts from the manifold to the rest of the exhaust first. And for me, they are 15mm nuts. Hopefully they come out. If not, I'll have to just cut them. This one came off the nice way. Now you can grab your tool of choice and get this collar off of here. Okay, well, looks like I got this thing stuck on here, but I'll fix it later. Now, to get the actual manifold out, there are 4 bolts on top and 4 underneath, so just start from one end and work your way to the other. Okay, it's bound to happen. Guess we'll have some welding to do. All right, those are the 4 top ones. Let's move to the bottom and do those. You can't really see them very well, but try to get you the best angle. Okay, last one. There we go. Only one broken stud on this side. That's good, I would say. Now we can remove the manifold. There it is. Now I have a stud here that's snapped off in the head, and I need to weld a nut on it so I can extract it. I could drill it out, but I prefer welding a nut to it because the head being aluminum, you can accidentally get the drill bit into the head, and then you're looking at much bigger issues. And because this stud is actually recessed into the head by just a few millimeters, it's snapped off further down and it's not flush. I'm going to puddle up a little pool of weld there. I'm going to build up the material with weld so I can put the nut flush and then weld it flush with the head. And then once the nut is cooked on there very well and it's firmly bonded, go ahead and take your wrench and just slowly work it back and forth until it frees up and you can remove it all the way. And once you've managed to free it up, go ahead and take it all the way out, and there you have it. All right, let's get these manifolds on. What I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I cleaned up the surface a little bit. If yours is corroded and everything, you can just use some sandpaper on a sanding block or whatever you have to do to get this cleaned up. I'm going to put in a couple studs just so I can have this guide to putting the manifold on. I'll put on this one and that one. Next, I'm going to put on the gasket. And now, the manifold comes with new hardware here at the bottom. Obviously, this is loose, so we're going to have to tighten it once it's all installed. There's no gasket necessary for this. This is basically a built-in gasket, and the rest of the pipe squishes on here, tightens up nice and tight, and seals up. You can always use some exhaust gasket maker and seal it up if for some reason your pipe does not seal up, but I'm just going to put it in like this. This is how it was designed. So slide this down. I'm actually going to take these bolts out because it'll be easier to put this on without them. Okay, we got this to line up. I'm going to put in more of these studs. Well, all of them, really. They all have to go in. Then we'll snug them up and then put the nuts on. I always recommend new hardware when you're dealing with exhaust, just because from all the heat cycles, it gets brittle and it's more likely to break in the future if it hasn't already. Now with all of these studs in, let's bottom all of them out. I put 2 nuts here so they can hold the manifold in place while I bottom out the rest of them. These 2 studs are already bottomed out. And you don't have to make these tight. Literally just go until it stops turning and then stop there. That means it has bottomed out. And we'll do the same top and bottom, and then I'll run you through the torque sequence and torque spec. Put on the rest of the mounting nuts. torque for this is 18 foot-pounds for all these nuts here, and you start from this one over here, so you start at the back, move down, and then go to this one, move down, this one down, and so on both sides. So regardless of which manifold you're doing, it's the same torque spec and sequence. And then afterwards is when we're going to bolt it onto the pipe. But you want to make sure, since this pipe can move around, that the manifold is pressed tight up against the engine, seals up, and then we bolt it up here. So because I can't really get a torque wrench in here, because all the bottom ones are going to be at an angle, I'm just going to use my air gun and tighten them up. But the torque is 18 foot-pounds. If you can get a torque wrench in there somehow, go for it. But just so you know, the swivel defeats the purpose of the torque wrench because it's going to read wrong. So just keep that in mind. Going to go back around and double check them all. Now we have to bolt up this flange, stick the bolts down from the bottom so that these top threads, the shorter threads, can start into the manifold, and then the bottom gets a nut that clamps everything together. I'm going to go ahead and bottom these out. And that's snug also. Now let's get the two mounting nuts on. Now when you do this, go back and forth between the two so that the flange can seat itself evenly, otherwise it'll pull more to one side and then it won't seal up. The torque for these is 30 foot-pounds. Again, there's no way I can torque them because I'm actually at an angle here, so the swivel's gonna kill the torque. All right, that's nice and tight.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.